You using all your Zoom days, huh?
I still got about 16, 17 Zoom days left, man.
All
Well, I'm
right.
in juicy fest, man. I got the calendar. I'm
Let's
marking my
go.
days off the calendar.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Yeah, I got 16 Zoom days left.
Yeah, you saw they out there playing with me, right?
What happened there?
Man, I want to address it. I'm gonna wait. And
Why are we always waiting to address what happened though?
Why Camron got on the wife beater? Why he looking like Rico? Camron look weird. Do they got Zoom days? Oh my God, it's gonna be one of those type of shows.
What happened exactly?
your boy chose to target me about the sets and the working out and all that. He called me a fake pastor and all that. I want to address it. I want to address it.
Who called you this? What's going? I'm late to the party. You gotta like
I
you
don't
be.
want to
You
say his
always.
name. I don't want to
Oh,
Already
say his
started.
name. When we was talking about the dips and the sets and all of that, and Mike Epps.
oh, and Mike Epps. So,
Yeah.
nigga, well,
Okay, so this is one of the things that I'm trying to figure out. Everybody knows, and I don't know if this is like a rap thing or whatever like that, but everybody knows who everybody is talking about. Like it's not a secret. Everybody know that Shannon Sharpe was talking about Mase. Everybody know that Mase is talking about Shannon Sharpe. Why is this a secret? Why is this something that we still trying to figure out? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just get it all out in the open. Like, what is this thing? I'm not gonna know who gonna talk about. Now, see, if you talking about somebody that's just completely unidentified and you going from there, then that's a different conversation. But everybody know who's talking about who. So I'm trying to figure out what's the issue and why they don't just say names. You know what I'm saying? Just call it for what it is.
Shannon said something to you.
He called me a fake pastor. Somebody
Oh
sent it
man.
to me. I wanted to tell him, put the camera on me. I'm just gonna go, from the jump. Listen, Shannon. I'm not the one to play with. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna take that road. I'm gonna take a different road with you. Listen, let me start with respect and let me end with class, okay?
Wait. Was Mace about to on the low get turn into Murder Mace again? Was Mace low key about to turn into Murder Mace? Because let me tell you something. Mace is incredibly smart. He may talk slow, but Mace is very, very, very intentional, and he's very, very smart. Mace, let me tell you something. I said something about Mace one time, and I think I've showed you guys this before. I said something about Mace one time. Mace sent me a whole soliloquy on Instagram. Mace sent me a whole soliloquy on Instagram. I kid you not. Hold on, let me go to my messages. I might have to show that. Can you search your messages when you on a browser? I don't want to show the message itself. Well, oh, I guess I could just pull up Mace itself, right? We don't follow each other on Instagram. I don't even know if Mace is if he active. He don't even post on the gram like that. But Mace sent me a whole a whole thing on Instagram. Um, you know what I'm saying, based off of some stuff that I was saying, or based off of some stuff that he heard me say, or that he thought that I said on the gram, bro. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy, and I'm not gonna go into it. And this was back in 2022, so I'm gonna just zoom in real quick just to show y'all that no, Ton Dog is not capping. Yes, he do be, and he'll hit you with the slow roll. Hey, King, dude is not. He do not let stuff go address. This is my Instagram right here. And he go and he explain whatever it is that he wanted to say inside of the chat. And then he address it. And it's a long thing. And then we go back and forth inside of a conversation. Eventually we was just like, cool, all right, no big deal or whatever like that. But this was back in 2022. And these dudes be seeing everything, bro. They see everything. I don't care who it is, all of these celebrities, I don't care how many followers they got, I don't care how significant they was. They see everything. And these dudes be reaching out like if they feel like you got enough reach or if they feel like it's significant enough, then they'll reach out. I'm not scrolling down because I'm not about to show the message. Let me get this off my fucking screen. But they will reach out to you and they will say whatever it is that they think that they want to say to you when they feeling some type of way. And then they'll call you like, hey fam, whatever, so on and so forth. So when he say that, like he really do be about that. Like he really be trying to be on that type of tip and all of that. So I don't know if people think that just because he had turned his life over to God, that somehow, some way, that they change how they see life, but they definitely do be on that type of time.
You started out being very aggressive with Ja Morant, Pops, at a Laker game. If you are for black people, this is not the way to carry yourself. And let me go further than that. You wanted to be tough with Mike Epps, and you settled quicker than Diddy and Cassie. Listen. And thirdly, you call yourself coming at me, right? You want to be aggressive with me, right? Listen, you showed poise, respect, wherewithal, resolve, compassion, reverence for Skip Bayless. Why are you so aggressive anytime somebody black say something? The man said, put your glasses on, and you put your glasses back on. Don't play with me. Put your glasses back on, Shannon. I
Oh
respect
man.
you, and I do not want to go there with you. I respect you.
Damn. We might gotta call up big homie Stephen A. Smith to resolve this, man.
Why?
So no, because I never I met Shannon once, and I'm just because this is new to me. I'm just finding this out. You know, you
Yeah,
always tell me right on the spot.
yeah.
Oh
It
Look
shit!
never,
at look at
it
He
never.
knocked the
Camron looking
phone
crazy.
over right here, man.
Listen. And he made a statement about me being a fake gangster. It didn't really rub me the wrong way because as a Disney client, gangster is not something to talk about. So let's just leave that out and stick
That
with
you a
Disney.
fake gangster?
Yeah, he said I'm a pastor gangster or something like that. And I would tell him, even for your spiritual comment, that was ignorant because if you know anything about faith, all the people that were apostles and pastors, they died horrific deaths. They went to jail. They were hung upside down. So it's as gangster as you could be when it talks about doing for others and being tough. So you just need to be educated, you know?
Wow. Okay, I didn't know. I'm like still a little shocked behind this. I didn't know all this was going on. I had no idea, man.
Yeah, you know.
This kind of crazy. We'll
Yeah,
see what that was. Whatever's going on. That was a great response. We'll
yeah,
see what happens from there.
yeah.
So
I thought it was very classless because if we're all joking, I looked at it like, I was really giving some good advice, even though we joke, I'm giving good advice like, hey, you're really diesel and you don't really want to run up on people or tell people you're gonna run down on them, and because people don't know if you're serious or not. And just run down, don't go with Disney, it just don't go with Disney. Pull up, don't go with Disney, you know what I'm saying? And
The thing about it is that I think that Shannon has become really, really sensitive because I don't think that he was really prepared for the level of visibility that he was about to have. I mean, Shannon has always been like the topic of conversation, but I don't think Shannon has ever gotten any pushback. Now people are starting to call Club Shay Shay messy. It's become a space where comedians basically go to air each other out when they feeling some type of way about each other. Obviously, that started with Cat Williams. Monique then came on there. Everybody is going back and forth. You've seen Country Wayne start to address Jess Hilarious on there, and it's become a platform. Not and let me give Shannon Sharpe some credit. All Shannon Sharpe do is ask the questions. He's objective. I don't think that he's trying to do anything maliciously. But now it's almost like people are trying to ride the Cat Williams wave. And so what happened was, you know, when people start to do what people do on the internet, which is, when you hot or when he get hot, they address or they react to or they talk about whatever it is that's happening that's hot on the internet. And Cat Williams was the topic of conversation, which then spilled over into Shannon Sharpe. Cool, whatever. But then when people come with criticism, because you're not going to be able to please everybody, it's always going to be something in somebody that feels differently about you than you think that you're putting yourself out there, right? And so it just comes with the territory. It just comes with the territory. And you can't control how people react to you. You know what I'm saying? And so it seems like with Shannon Sharpe being a football player, because Mase didn't even really say nothing, to be honest with you, right? Mase didn't say anything. Mase didn't really get at him or say anything wild. Mase basically was just like, yo, I don't know what Shannon, he reacted to it like everybody else. And he said, I don't know what Shannon Sharpe was talking about, but when you go down to Indiana, that's Mike Epps' town. You know what I'm saying? Mike Epps is known there. He from there. People love Mike Epps there. And I don't know what Shannon Sharpe is thinking about all of his muscles. You know what I'm saying? Because muscles don't mean anything to people, especially when you pulling up in a town, because people ain't fighting no more. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little friendly back and forth. And all Mase did was comment on it like everybody else. But for some reason, Shannon took what Mase said to feel some type of way about it. And, that's when he called him a fake pastor or whatever and so on and so forth. But I don't really think that Shannon knows or he's really understanding what he's getting himself into. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a space to where Shannon is in this weird spot where he's gotten all of this visibility. He's getting all of the money. He's getting all of the success, deservedly so, because he is a great interviewer and he is a phenomenal sports analyst. But it's like everything is, you can tell that stuff is starting to bother him. And he's trying to maintain frame and he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, still stay on top of stuff and stuff like that. But largely what it comes back down to is people are going to say stuff and you got to take the good with the bad. If you get money and you getting success and you getting visibility, you got to understand that the criticism don't mean nothing. Shannon Sharpe got real mad because people were starting to question whether he was gay or not. It really don't matter. Like, because none of the people that was questioning him had any proof. And then on top of that, you know that people going to start questioning you simply because the person that was your stylist at the time was zesty. You know what I'm saying? So he like, oh man, my kids start calling me and asking me questions. Okay, then tell your kids, no, they lying, they dumb. Listen, it's just a part of the internet. This is what happens to it. Let me see if there's anything else to make out of this.
I just want to be clear. Disney don't stand by.
First of all, Binkin, you can't beat me in chess to save your life. I don't think there's anybody in this chat. We can go on chess.com right now. No, we're not going to do it right now. We can go on chess.com at some point and get to it. But no, you can't beat me in chess. Don't even think about it. Y'all be cheating online too. Y'all be having all of these programs and stuff. Y'all ain't really out there like that. Let me see if it's any more to make of this.
Nobody pulling up. Whether it matter how you mean it, and I want to be very respectful, but listen, because we both were laughing and I took it away because he singled me out. Like, you think Cam is tough and I'm not? I'm really like that. I'm really like that.
And they saying that they say that Mase was really the one that was like the street dude. They say that's why, and I don't know. I'm not from New York. I don't know nothing about that. But they say that Mase is the guy that was a street dude, and Cam was really more or less, you know what I'm saying, riding with Mase or whatever, and they played ball in high school or whatever. But they say that the reason why he got his name Murder Mase is not that he was necessarily committing murders, but because he was really in the streets before he turned his life over to God. And people think that just because you turn your life over to God, that somehow that make you soft. Let me tell you something, bro. People that want to get out the hood or people that turn their lives over to God, they doing it because they looking for something to take them away from the thing that they was raised to believe, the cultural norms that they have. People don't turn over to God just because they're a good person. People turn over to God because they no longer want to be in the spaces that they in, and they looking for an out. They looking for something to save them. They looking for something to give them something different. For some reason, people got this thing in their mind like you soft because you turn. I think that it's more courageous to do the thing that most people don't expect for you to do. Now, it doesn't make you or it doesn't absolve you from criticism because if you're a public figure, you're a public figure, and that's just come with it. But for some reason, people think that just because you switch your life around, or you trying to be more of a family man, or you not no longer in the hood, or you even grow up, you ain't even got to be doing all of that. You can get to a certain age in your life. I'm 41 years old, right? I never, ever, ever want to get into a scrap or a fight ever again in my life. I never want to get into a fight in my life. Like, I got a 16-year-old daughter. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to be as I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I want to go and you know what I'm saying, and get my checkup and be healthy and stuff like that. That shit is cool when you 20 because you ignorant and you don't know no better. And a lot of the niggas that was in when you 20 years old, they was in that shit, and a lot of people didn't make it to be 30 and 40 years old. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It is absolutely positively a blessing to make it to 40, 41 years old in good health. Even if you broke, let me say this, and I want to play the rest of this really quickly to see if there's anything else in this. Even if you broke, let's say you broke and you make it to being 40, 41 years old. Listen, you won, because tomorrow it could be a completely different situation, and you can get up out of that shit. You can get out of being broke. You can get out of being dusty. You can get out of a bad breakup or a relationship or issue or divorce or problem or trouble. You can't fucking get out of a jail cell. Ain't no getting out of that shit. Ain't no different decisions. You can't get out of the grave. And so fuck what they talking about. If you got a job and you free and you ain't got nobody that you know what I'm saying, and no beef with, and you ain't got to look over your shoulder, fuck that, bro. You winning. You winning. You winning. You got another opportunity if you wake up tomorrow to do some good shit and to figure that shit out. So fuck all of that beef shit. Y'all can have that. I mean, I understand the going back and forth on the internet because, the internet be internet, and then that's all entertainment to an extent. But, ain't nobody tough no more. Ain't nobody tough. Or at least where I'm from, ain't nobody trying to be tough for the sake of being tough. Even if they do get into a beef, it's probably more instinct than it is something that they're intentional about. But ain't nobody trying to be in the hood. Like, that's not no shit to glorify. The goal was to get out of the hood. So when I see motherfuckers talking about, yeah, I'll be in the hood. Nigga, I know you're not really from the hood because nobody wanted to be from the hood. Like, nobody wanted to fucking suffer. That shit wasn't cool. The whole reason why we grinded our whole life was to get the fuck. Even niggas that's doing shit illegal, the reason they doing it illegal is because they trying to figure out a way to get the fuck up out of there. So when you see all of this dumb shit that you see happening on the internet, niggas talking tough and shit, and yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Yeah, all right, my nigga. I'm cool. I'm cool. I ain't even tripping. I ain't even tripping, bro.
Yeah. I just took a different path, sir. God bless.
Hey man, this I gotta let this sink in for a minute, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the way
gotta
you
really
met
let
me,
this.
killer. You met me on
Oh,
the
oh no, no,
street,
oh listen,
dude.
listen, it ain't murder for nothing.
Yeah,
I, I know
they
you
get
know
it
you.
confused.
Now I know you. I think, and I'm not talking about Shannon. I think a lot of people, and we're in an era where, and like I said, this we'll get back to that. We're just in an era where nigga don't remember last night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't remember last week, let alone yesterday. But Murder was outside, man. Like,
Early, 10 years
yeah,
old,
yeah,
9 years
yeah.
old.
I dig that, man. I'm just letting this soak in, man. I'm letting this sit in. I'm like, I had no idea this was all going on until just now, man. This is kind of crazy.
I didn't either until somebody called me and was like, "Did you see this?" And I was just like, because I got the utmost respect for Shannon. So it really.
And Traff says DMX chased Mase around a car like Day Day with no weapons, weighing 175 soaking wet. Mase never been tough. Nigga, just because a nigga want to scrap with you or you made a informed decision not to get into a fight with a certain type of nigga don't mean that you ain't about that life. Man, listen, bro. How many of you niggas in the chat? Because I'm curious. Because we don't have no format on after hours. We just say and do whatever off the cuff when we talk about, right? How many of you niggas got into a fight and lost? Or how many of y'all will admit that you lost? Or how many of y'all niggas got into a situation where you was outnumbered and you had to get the fuck up out of there and you had to run? Like, come on, man. Like, y'all just everybody tough. Everybody is you know Mase? Because I don't know Mase, so I don't know. All I can go by is what Camron is saying and what the stories are saying. I'm wondering, Trav, do you know Mase? Like, how do you know that the nigga wasn't about that life? Like, everybody think that they know what some niggas is going to. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop, fam. Stop it, bro. It's just all of this. Oh, Mase, man, listen, bro. It ain't even about that. We ain't even trying to instigate on no beef type shit. Like, it's for the internet, man. Mase is like, yo, I got kids. I'm sure Shannon Sharpe got kids. Shannon Sharpe got 2 hip replacements.
Pause paying me to say that to him but I just gotta set the record straight because people gotta know where to play and where not to play. Really I'm 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 really, there's people that care and there's people that can't tell you how much they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't cancel me, you couldn't do nothing because I really don't care. I left everything. So you got no competition advantage with me, so don't compete. Then I don't mean that to him. I mean that to anybody. Like
King's Corner says, I made it through the worst of the worst. God is good all the time, bro. I'm thankful every single day that I wake up that I'm able to be in the situation that I'm in. Regime says 175 is solid. Mayweather fight at 154. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Like, so you saying because Mace weigh 175 pounds that he can't throw hands?
some people buttons you could push. I don't have those buttons because I don't care about the things people care about.
What I will say is this: is that even the situation with Mike Epps that we was referring to, it was over a joke that Mike Epps said, but I guess it got a little more personal because it was something about the DMs and who DM'd who and who asked to come on the show and so on and so forth. But yeah, I think that a lot of these times is jokes. And I don't know, I'm not saying you because it wasn't to me when we was talking about it, it really wasn't dedicated towards Shannon Sharpe personally. It was dedicated to anybody who's working out and wants to run down on people who's licensed. So I don't think it was dedicated to Shannon Sharpe when we was talking about it. We was just making more light of the situation between him and Mike
agree.
Epps.
And he was just talking in general.
I'm just saying and I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe. I'm just saying anybody, UFC fighters, boxers, grapplers. No disrespect, Nick. Niggas ain't wrestling with y'all niggas.
LA Miles says most street dudes can't fight, which is why they stay strapped all the time. I think that niggas stay strapped just because niggas stay strapped and they understand that other niggas is strapped. Niggas ain't trying to fight. At 40 something years old, let me tell you something, bro. These little 16, 17, 15-year-old niggas, they got pistols. They got switches on their guns, bro. People, most people that carry pistols, they do so out of self-defense. They're not doing it because they like guns. Most people that wind up, you know what I'm saying, that got a gun, it's a lot of people that you walk past every day that you talk tough to or you think you can beat, and they not even on the same type of time you are. They trying to walk away. You think you tough because you think you punked them out. Yeah, that motherfucker ain't said nothing or whatever. No, that nigga walking away because he know he'll kill you. Most niggas that got hands ain't even trying to throw hands. Most dudes that got hands ain't trying to throw hands. They want to walk away. Matter of fact, they teach you. They teach you. My daughter is in Taekwondo. They teach you, listen, it's discipline. It's the absolute positive last resort that you ever want to get into a situation where you got to throw hands. When you get your gun license, the thing that they teach you in the class is, listen, the last thing you will ever want to do is have to, like, you want to run, get away from them, flight, let them have the stuff or whatever. It's an absolute last result that you want to actually have to pull your gun, and it's under duress. It's under the worst circumstances. So the idea of it is that the motherfucker walked away from you because he understand that he could hurt you. Most niggas that's trying to diffuse a situation is probably the most dangerous ones. So niggas that's always on that tough shit, it's like, yeah, I got you. Yeah, they ain't trying to be on that. They probably come from that. They probably so tired of fighting. Man, they not trying to get into that type of shit, bro. They on some other shit. They trying to turn turn their life around. And so I just think that the tough shit is corny at this point, bro. Like, and I ain't talking about like, we getting passionate about a conversation going back and forth. I'm talking about like in real life. Like when niggas start threatening people in real life and you got to go back to that thing and it takes you back to the thing that you came from, that shit is not cool, bro. It's not cool at all. Shout out to Kings. One King's Corner says, dude tried to off me. I had to catch that flight. You got to do what you got to do, big dog.
And I wanted them to know we don't advocate for violence or anything like that. We was just saying, like, you could be highly emotional and really get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that's what more so for me. I was giving advice on that, but doing it in a funny way. And I said it was a joke, so I don't see why somebody take it like that. But I'm off it. I said what I had to say.
Yeah, I think that Shannon Sharpe was just being extra, like super extra. And I think let's shoot Shannon Sharpe some bail though, bro. Let's shoot Shannon Sharpe some bail because Shannon Sharpe apparently is going through a growth phase in his life. And you know what I'm saying? I guess and it could happen to anybody, right? You get that level of fame and it explodes beyond, what your normal growth curve was. It could affect you in a negative way. So we got to shoot Shannon Sharpe a little bit of bail. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. Nobody knows what they would react like if they was in that same situation as Shannon Sharpe.